Last year, I wanted to take my horticulture club to a regatta, which a typical regatta, you take one pumpkin and you grow your own pumpkin. Unfortunately, the closest one to here was about 5 hours away, and it was just a little bit too much to get together in the time that we had last year. So over the winter, we kind of thought about it a little bit, and we kind of planned our own since we didn't have one to go to. So these are always grown in one season. We typically start around the third week of April. We start seeds indoors, move them outside a couple weeks later. Usually by about the end of June, you have your first pumpkin set, maybe beginning of July. And then a typical pumpkin grows anywhere between 60 and 100 days, depending on how well your season went and how large you want to get it.
The crew team has already expressed that they row very differently. They row backwards, they row boats, not pumpkins, and so we really think it's going to be any man's game.
People thought I was crazy when I challenged the row club, but I did it for two reasons. One, when I challenge myself, I like to race against the best, and they're the best that we have. And two, I kind of leveled the playing field. It's not as skewed toward them as you would think.
So we have them beached, we have them stuck in the mud so they don't float away, but shortly we'll push them out into the water to let them right side up to figure out which side will be buoyant. And then once we know that, we'll go ahead and carve a hole in what the pumpkin wants it to be its top, and hollow them out, and then we'll push them out for the actual rowing competition. We have 4-person relay teams. Only one person will get in at any one time. And then they'll row back to the dock and have to switch out with another member of their team, and we think that's really where the fun's going to be.
Some people are in a little bit of disbelief. You tell them exactly what it is in plain English and they don't believe you, but that's all part of why we're doing it. It's all about the education aspect of it and showing people that you can have a little bit more fun with agriculture and gardening than you might expect on the average day.
But everyone's been really happy and supportive. No one's been negative. They just think we're insane.
In general, we expect to get wet today.